Hello, welcome to this video. Today we're looking at EdCafe. So it can be found at app.edcafe.ai. Down the left-hand side, we've got our menu. We can access Home. We can go to My Library, which will show us what we've created already. Recent, again, which will show us what we've recently done. If we click on the three dots by something, we can assign it, we can view the chat, we can edit it, rename it, clone it, or share it, or we can also delete it. So that's what we've got down the left. On top right hand corner, we can look at our subscription, we can look at the settings, we can also log out. I've got a premium account. So what is EdCafe? So let's look at it. So it is an AI assistant, really. It's aimed at teachers. We can create all of the different things that you can see there. If I've created any videos on any of these, you'll see them linked below in the description. At the moment, this is my first walkthrough of it. So from a planning perspective, we can create a slide deck, we can create teaching resources or a lesson plan. When it comes to teaching materials, we've got the chatbot, which I'm really fascinated about. Something that potentially can help the learners with an assignment through questioning. And more how they approach an assignment is, I think, how I'd use it. We've got flashcards, obviously great for revision, AI image creation, which again I think could be really useful if you're looking to convey a particular message. I like using analogies, and I think that could be quite a great way to create an analogy. We've got summary note and a reading activity, and then finally on assessments we've got quiz, YouTube quiz, and assignment grader. So if I've done a video, as I say, they'll be linked below. Let's have a go. Let's start with, I think we'll start with a quiz. So we're going to start with a quiz. So we want to do, let's go with aperture and depth of field. Aimed at inexperienced students who are using a 35mm camera for the first time. Now I've got a plugin for Grammarly, which you can see, which is causing this gold and red writing. It's just suggesting that there's words that shouldn't be there. Because I don't pay for it, I don't get the full features, which is where the bronze bit comes in, but it's useful. So it's great that it works with this as well. So I've put in my brief there. I've said multiple choice questions. However, I could choose short answer and mixed. So let's go with mixed. Number of questions I'm going to set to 10. I'm happy that's enough for the moment, and I want it in English. So I'll click generate. Now I could have pasted in some text, or I could have uploaded a file. So you can see what we've got here now is very quickly it's created my questions. So I've got the option here, multiple choice. I like it's created the explanation as well, which is really helpful. And you can see I've got a number of questions. I can use the arrows to move the order in which the questions appear. So we've got our 10 questions. I'm happy that they all look appropriate, so I can click save. I'm going to call it intro to aperture and depth of field. Save it to the library, go make it public and click save. So when it comes to assign it, I can click assign. We've got the classic one, so form-based at the end, a practice or an assessment. So one question at a time, so you can see that. We can set a time limit. We can copy it. We've got a QR code. We've got an embed. We can add it to Google Classroom or Microsoft Teams. So we've set it at 5 minutes. We're going to do a classic quiz format. So copy the link, and then I'm going to click new tab, paste the link in there. It's going to ask me, so this is what the students would see. I'll put my name in there, play quiz, and you can see we've got the question there. Up it comes. We've got the countdown timer at the top. What does a large aperture, small f number do to the depth of field? So a small f number is going to narrow the depth of field. So let's try that. Which aperture setting gives the greatest depth of field? So we're going to put f16. If you want a blurred background, so we want a small aperture. How does the focal length? And we can just go through focal length as and on 35mm, which action increases the depth of field most? Just get a couple of them wrong. Explaining short steps how to get a sharp subject. There we go, so we've done that. Last question. A student shoots at f16 and gets a dim image. List the 2 practical adjustments to keep the depth of field correct. Alter the shutter speed. And submit quiz. So what it's done is it's given me some feedback at the top. Let's go up to the top. So it's given me some feedback. Demonstrated solid understanding. I've got 57% correct. It's given me the explanation underneath. So as a piece of work that students are doing independently for homework, I think this is really nice. It's really clearly laid out. On the wrong answers, it highlights it's wrong, but it does provide me with an explanation and gives me the correct answer. So there you have it, a first look at EdCafe. It's going to be the first in a series of videos. Some of my other videos I'll dive in will be focused purely on shorts, so there should be a short look. But what I can do is if I come back to the teacher's view, I can go to responses. I can see how many people have responded. I can see the percentage they scored and the time it took them to complete. And if I click on participants, I can see all those who've responded so far. I've also got the opportunity to download a report. So there's my first look at EdCafe. Lots of useful features, really beneficial for teachers. Hope you found this video useful. If you did, remember to subscribe to the channel and join me again soon for more EdTech videos. Thanks for watching.